Our top story, another packed house in Port Washington as the plan to bring a multi-billion-dollar data center to town is back on the agenda. The crowd was so big, city leaders had to move the meeting to a larger room. Tonight's debate is all about who pays for it. We're talking about the infrastructure upgrades needed now and down the road. Jacob Murphy live outside that meeting for us tonight with what's being talked about and who's speaking out. Jacob?
Well, Jessup, right now the council is really looking at how they're going to cover those initial construction costs of the data center and who's going to pay for them. Right now they're considering a tax increment district, which will allow the company behind the data center to come in and cover those initial costs for construction. The city will eventually use tax money to cover those costs down the road. The crowd tonight was split up. First, local union workers speaking about the potential increase of jobs.
I think it's a tremendous opportunity for this area. In particular, I represent almost 5,000 members in this beautiful state of Wisconsin. And, of that, there's 787 apprentices, 144 of them just in this area, which is a huge impact.
On the other side of the public comment tonight is people living nearby sharing their concerns about a data center coming into their backyards, including one woman who says her family has been in the county since the 1870s and thinks the city is only thinking about the short term and not future generations.
I understand why the union workers think it's a good idea because it's it'd be a good way to make some money, but I don't think that they're thinking that AI is going to affect how our world is going to change.
There were several people that brought up in public comment concerns about the water usage for the data center, but the city says that out of the daily water used in the city, the data center will only use less than 2% of the daily use. Jessup, back to you.
There is no shortage of conversation points, talking points, and debate points when it comes to this data center, Jacob. Thank you so much. And of course, we have talked about this story a lot over the last few weeks. That includes those packed public meetings and a two-part special report that featured Charlie Behrens and Mayor Ted Neitzke, breaking down the arguments for and against this plan. You can catch up on all of our previous coverage of this data center by going to our website, CBS58.com.